Hi there, I'm Simon, and welcome to Simon Simplifies Tech. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by apps, software, or that endless stream of so-called productivity hacks that promise more than they deliver, you're in the right place. Here, I break down digital tools, AI assistants, and smart systems that actually work. No fluff, no jargon, no time wasted. Each episode gives you quick, practical insights you can use right away to make your work smoother, faster, and a whole lot easier. Because let's face it, working hard is overrated. Working smart is where the real magic happens. In today's episode, our two experts explore Evernote, how it boosts productivity, organizes your digital life, and helps you truly work smarter.
Okay, let's talk about that feeling. You know the one where it feels like your brain has like 187 digital tabs open?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's that mix, right? Half-done emails, screenshots you swear you need, sticky notes.
Yeah, random PDFs, voice notes maybe. It's just information chaos, high chaos.
And that feeling, it's spot on. It's real. The issue isn't really lacking info, it's finding it again.
Yeah.
Retrieval.
Right.
We save important stuff everywhere. Email, photos, downloads, folder, you name it. And when you actually need that one bit of data...
the search begins.
Exactly. And the mental effort of finding it. Sometimes it feels like it costs more than the info itself is worth.
Totally. Spending longer looking for the note than writing it in the first place.
So that's what we're diving into today, Evernote. And we're thinking about it not as, just another notes app, but maybe the fix for that digital clutter.
Kind of like a single place designed to catch everything you throw at it.
And still let you find it.
Yeah.
Instantly. That's the promise anyway. Yeah, our mission here is to get past maybe the old reputation Evernote had.
Right, if people tried it years ago.
And show how it aims to turn that mess into something, well, searchable, organized, even calm.
Okay.
We'll dig into its search tech, which is pretty unique, the big upgrades they've made recently that tackled those old performance issues.
Yeah, the speed thing was a big one.
And how it really works like a Google, but just for your stuff.
Okay, so let's start there. The core idea, the magic of search and capture.
Right.
You mentioned thinking of it like a central digital drawer. You just toss anything in.
A receipt, a thought you scribble down, a web page.
And you just trust the search to pull it back out later. No complex filing needed up front.
And that's the key, I think, the low friction. You don't have to decide on a perfect folder structure right when you save something.
That's the aha moment for a lot of people, isn't it?
It really is. The power isn't you manually organizing everything perfectly. It's the app doing the indexing automatically.
And this is where it gets pretty cool, technically. The search goes way beyond just file names or text you typed. Our sources were clear. Evernote looks inside images, inside PDFs, even complex ones. And get this, inside your actual handwriting.
Yeah, that's a huge difference maker. It's powered by some really sophisticated indexing and OCR tech, optical character recognition.
Okay.
So what that means is, say you rush out of the meeting, snap a photo of a whiteboard full of notes.
Happens all the time.
Weeks later, you can just search for a keyword that was on that whiteboard, and boom, the photo pops up.
That saves so much transcribing time. Or worse, scrolling through your camera roll forever.
Exactly. Looking for that one screenshot of, I don't know, a coffee order or something.
Been there. That's the chaos we want to ditch.
And getting stuff into Evernote is designed to be just as easy. The web clipper tool is like essential for taming online clutter.
Right, for browsers.
Use it to save whole web pages or just a snippet of text or an article straight from the browser. Turns temporary info into something permanent and searchable.
And the phone app side, it helps cut down on those random screenshots.
Totally.
Right?
Use the phone camera to scan a receipt, a paper note, that napkin idea. Evernote processes it, reads the handwriting with that OCR, and files it away. Turns physical bits into useful digital data.
Okay, so capturing is easy, but easy capture can just lead to a digital junk drawer if you're not careful.
Fair point. Dumping stuff in is one thing, using it is another.
So let's talk about moving from just storage to being more of a productivity hub.
Right. This is where Evernote tries to be more than just a bin for notes. It's about managing tasks, connecting to your calendar, things like that.
But wait, if I'm just tossing everything in, how does it not become a black hole? How does it help build good habits after the capture?
That's the challenge. The answer they give is consolidation and integration. It connects the dots. For example, it can link directly with your Google Calendar or your Microsoft one.
Okay, so let's say I've got a big presentation in my Google Calendar for next Tuesday. How does Evernote hook into that?
It creates this kind of unified workspace for that event. When you link it, you can then attach all your meeting notes, your to-do lists, relevant research.
So it's all tied to that calendar entry.
Exactly. You write notes for that meeting, add action items from it, set reminders, all within the context of that event.
So you're not jumping between your notes app, your to-do list, your calendar.
Right. No more context switching. It keeps the notes, tasks, deadlines, and ideas for that thing all in one spot.
That makes sense. Moving from just saving info to actually using it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
You're attaching actions and deadlines right onto the notes themselves. It's all indexed together.
Okay, but let's pause. We're talking up the search, the integration, but I know some people listening tried Evernote years ago.
The clunky phase.
Yeah. They'll be thinking, it was slow, syncing was a nightmare. We got to address that elephant in the digital room.
You absolutely do. And look, that feedback was fair for a long time. That experience, the sync issues, it was the platform's Achilles heel, lots of technical debt, proprietary formats. It was messy.
But things have changed.
Massively. There's been a huge turnaround, really foundational.
And that comes down to new ownership, right? A company called Bending Spoons.
That's right. And our sources say they basically did a complete overhaul, rebuilt the core infrastructure from the ground up.
What did that fix specifically?
The big stuff. Reliability and speed. The new versions are way faster, cleaner design, more stable, and just easier to use across all your devices.
Phone, tablet, computer, web browser?
Yep. And crucially, the thinking is now automatic and pretty much instant. Mac, Windows, iOS, Android. It works reliably across platforms now.
That cross-platform piece is key for a lot of people.
It's non-negotiable these days, really.
Okay, so if we connect this redemption story to modern productivity,
Right.
we have to talk AI. That's the big new thing they've added.
Right, the AI assistant. And it's positioned as more than just a gimmick. It's meant to be a real productivity boost.
How so? What does it actually do? What's the advantage?
Well, think about knowledge digestion. It saves you cognitive energy. You can give it a really long, dense document, maybe a meeting transcript.
Like from a recording.
Yeah, or a long research paper PDF. Instead of you having to read every single word.
Which takes forever.
The AI can generate a one-page summary. It pulls out the key points, maybe even drafts some action items based on the text.
Okay, that's useful. What else?
It can take messy brainstorm notes, just bullet points you jotted down quickly, and organize them into proper paragraphs for an email or report.
So it's not just finding info, it's helping you process and shape it, moving from raw data to synthesis faster.
That's the idea. Skip the tedious distillation a step yourself and jump straight to using the information.
Okay. Let's shift gears to the competition, because the note space is crowded.
Very.
Listeners are probably using something already, Google Keep, maybe OneNote, or the big one everyone talks about, Notion.
Yeah.
Why switch to Evernote?
Good question. It comes down to their core philosophies, I think. Evernote bets on that easy capture and powerful search after the fact.
Okay.
The others have different strengths and maybe weaknesses that highlight where Evernote fits.
Let's take Notion. Super powerful. People love customizing it.
Right. Notion is very much structure first. You kind of have to set up your databases, your tables, your views before you really get going.
Which can be amazing for complex projects.
Absolutely. Great for building knowledge bases. But it's work up front. If you just need to quickly save a photo or a random web page, Notion can feel like overkill.
Like building a whole factory just to store one screw.
Sort of. Evernote is capture first. Just dump it in, let the index sort it out. Less friction at the point of capture.
What about the others? Google Keep.
Keep is great for quick, simple notes, like digital sticky notes. But if you start saving lots of documents, articles, research, it gets messy fast. Hard to find things.
Just a big wall of colored squares.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And OneNote, it's solid, especially if you're deep in the Microsoft world. But sources suggest it doesn't quite match Evernote on, say, web clipping ease. And definitely not on that deep OCR search inside images and PDFs. That indexing is Evernote's standout feature.
Okay, so that level of search and the new AI features, what's it cost? Let's talk money, free versus paid.
Right. There is a free version, but you really have to see it as just a trial, a test drive.
Why is that? What are the limits?
It's pretty restricted. You can only use it on one device.
Ouch. Just one.
Yep. And you're capped at only 50 notes total.
50 notes is nothing, especially if you're scanning receipts or saving articles. That one device limit alone makes it tough for serious use.
Exactly. If you need it on your phone and your computer, the free tier is basically out.
So to get the real benefits, syncing everywhere, storing bigger files, using those AI tools, you have to pay.
That's the deal. The paid versions are where the real power lives. It's the all-access pass to making it your central hub.
What are we looking at cost-wise for the main paid tiers?
You're generally looking at personal and professional plans. Personal gets you the multi-device, sync, more storage that starts around $15 a month, give or take.
Okay, $15. You have to weigh the value, the ROI.
Definitely. Think about it. If that AI summary feature saves you even, say, 15, 20 minutes a week.
Finding stuff faster, summarizing meetings.
Does that $15 pay for itself pretty quickly and reclaim time and reduce frustration? For many, probably yes. The professional tier adds more advanced AI collaboration stuff that's more for power users or small teams.
Gotcha. Okay, let's wrap this deep dive up. Can we quickly recap the main reasons someone might want to give Evernote, especially this new version, a serious look right now?
Sure. 5 key things stood out. First, find anything fast. That OCR searching handwriting, photos, PDFs, it's powerful.
Second, easy capture from anywhere. Phone, computer, browser, low friction saving.
Third, organizing life and work together. Notes, tasks, calendar integration, less app switching.
Fourth, the AI assistant. Saves time, helps digest information, cleans up notes. A real potential time saver.
And fifth, it's finally reliable and fast again. It feels like a platform that can actually grow with you, from simple notes to managing complex projects.
Okay, so here's the final challenge we want to leave you, the listener, with. Try this for just 1 week. Commit to putting everything into Evernote. Every note, reminder, idea, screenshot, receipt photo. Don't overthink the organization up front.
Just capture it. Toss it in the digital drawer.
Yeah.
Trust the index.
By the end of that week, see what happens. Our bet, you'll probably find what you're looking for faster than you expect.
And maybe, just maybe, feel a little less stressed by all that digital stuff floating around. You'll notice the difference.
Because look, just working hard, grinding it out, it's kind of overrated.
Yeah.
Working smart, mastering how you capture and retrieve your own knowledge,
Yeah.
that's where the real magic is.
And that wraps up today's episode of Simon Simplifies Tech. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to follow the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening right now. That way, you'll never miss an episode that could make your workday smoother and your life a little easier. You can also share the show with a friend or coworker who's always looking for better ways to stay productive. It helps the podcast grow and keeps these lessons reaching more people. Got a tool or topic you'd like me to simplify next? You can send your ideas, feedback, or questions through the Simon Simplifies Tech website or on the social channels listed in the show notes. And remember, the goal isn't to do more, it's to do it smarter. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Simon, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Simon Simplifies Tech.